Tune into This Side of Country with Traveler, powered each and every day by Fix It Forward Auto Care. Hey, make sure you mark your calendars. It's coming up very soon, Saturday, May 3rd over there at the Avalon Event Center. It's Rock from the Heart, a benefit concert for aortic health awareness. Now, I've been telling you about this show, and what's so meaningful about this for me is I had a dad who had a major heart attack, later passed away not long after that. My mom has had some heart issues, so a very important cause for me, and I think we all know somebody who's been affected by aortic health awareness as well, and we're going to do that, and we're going to get into the conversation. We're going to tell you about the event, and we're going to tell you about the awareness we want you to hear all about. In studio from Rock from the Heart, we've got Amy. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
How was the drive? You came all the way in from Minneapolis today. You got here safe and sound. The roads are fine.
Roads were nice and dry, light traffic.
Yeah.
Smooth sailing the whole way. Set the cruise control so you don't get pulled over on the way, and all good.
Absolutely. So we got some Skid Row and Go-Go's on the playlist, I would imagine, as you came down, because they're going to be a part of the big event coming up here.
Yep, they did. It's pretty exciting when we can take just a small idea and have, national acts like this resonate with the cause.
Crazy.
And choose to join us for this.
Let's talk about this. How far back does this event go? When did this begin?
Our first event was in 2019.
Okay.
So that was 2 years after my husband's heart surgery.
Yeah.
So, of course, whenever you're doing something like this, it takes a couple years in the planning.
Yeah.
So 2019, I'll never forget that moment when basically the words were, "The Eagle has landed." And that was the moment that Night Ranger's plane landed at Minneapolis Airport. And we knew that it was really happening.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. This is insane. So why would this lead to now wanting to spread awareness, create an event? What was so important about that moment that made you go, we got to do something here?
Yeah, my husband went in for a routine physical.
Yeah.
It was right around this day in 2015.
Yeah.
Routine physical, you go in, and he gave me the call, and he said, the doctor said there's something wrong with my heart.
Oh, no.
And he needed to get an echocardiogram. They heard a murmur of his heart, which he'd been told before.
Yep.
It wasn't news to him.
Yeah.
But this doctor's like, we should probably have that looked at.
Yeah.
Turn it around after the echo. They found he had a 5-centimeter aortic aneurysm.
Oh, my gosh.
And aortic valve disease that would require open heart surgery.
Wow.
So you walk in for your routine physical and walk out with a diagnosis like that.
Yeah.
It really takes takes more than your breath away.
Yeah.
It paralyzes you. It stops you dead in your tracks.
Oh, my gosh.
So you go through the appointments.
Yeah.
You go to Google.
Yeah.
You look up these things, and all you find are these stories of death and morbidity and complications.
Yeah.
So we lived like that for 2 years before he finally had the surgery.
Yeah.
And before Pete went into the OR, he looked at me and he goes, when I get through this, I want to do something for other people so that they're maybe not so scared.
Yes.
And so that's where the idea was really born.
Yeah.
Kind of backtrack a little bit to give us the Fargo connection of why we expanded here in 2022 was after he was diagnosed, when that year came before his surgery.
Yeah.
We saw that one of our favorite band's drummer, Night Ranger's drummer, Kelly Keggy, was going to have a heart surgery.
Wow.
And they just posted on socials that he was out for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, after all my Googling, I knew, if you're out for 8 weeks, it had to be an open heart procedure.
Yeah.
Turns out, when that 8-week time came around after his surgery, they were playing in Fargo at Ribfest. And Kelly was going to be back.
Oh, my gosh.
So we hopped in the car.
Yeah.
And we drove to Fargo.
Yeah.
And watched Night Ranger, and seeing Kelly up there drumming 8 weeks after his open heart surgery changed everything.
Absolutely.
Changed everything.
Yeah.
Pete looked at me and he goes, okay, now I've got the Kelly Keggy barometer for when I'll drum again after my surgery.
Yeah.
So it really was a weird music connection that's always been a part of our lives, because if you didn't figure it out already, Pete's a drummer too, and music got us through those in-between times.
Oh, it sure does.
Music got us through the recovery.
Yeah.
Music still gets us through every day. So why don't we use the power of music to reach out to a broader community that needs to hear this message that isn't getting it through the traditional means?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about this, because we want to raise awareness here. What are some of the things that we can do to be more proactive, take better care of ourselves, maybe not have it lead to such drastic measures like an open heart surgery?
Well, number one, know your family history.
Yeah.
That is key. If there's anybody in your family that has, died from what they'll call a cardiac event, where there wasn't weren't sure what it was. It's extremely important for all the first-degree relatives to be aware of that and to be getting tested. Too many people do not go in for their annual physicals. Yeah. They do not listen to those signs. Yep. They're not proactive about their health. It's scary news. It's terrifying. Yeah. But the words Pete's doctor said after they found it, we went in to see him and he sat down. He looked at Pete. He goes, "This is a good thing. We found it and it's all fixable." Right. Had we waited, we'd be telling a very different story today.
Absolutely. So make sure you're talking to your family. See what's going on with the heritage that you have there. And then also on top of that, stay on top of those physicals as well. This is preventable. Just take good care of yourself out there. And I'm glad you said this because I just said it on air here. Mom has had heart problems. Dad had heart problems. I'm going, whoa, what am I getting myself set up for here? I'm at a point where I can be better taking care of myself, prevent this, and learn more about what I can do here. And this is a great event to raise that awareness and really help bring that knowledge. You got an exciting event. I can't believe we've only done this for a couple of years already. You've raised such a amount of awareness here, respectability, credibility. A lot of people looking forward to this big fundraising event. You really know how to throw a party, that's for sure. And again, we're going to be doing Rock from the Heart. It's a benefit concert coming up. We're going to be raising awareness for aortic health awareness, of course. Saturday, May 3rd. Mark your calendars. Avalon Event Center. Talk about the event for me. What are we getting into here?
Oh boy, it's something else. Yeah. So our first year we started the event, it was going to just be a concert, maybe a one-off thing. Right. But there was so much interest because nobody's doing anything like this for raising awareness. We had people from across the United States that wanted to be involved. Wow. Feather in my cap. Yeah. Our first year in Fargo was in February. We'll never do that again.
Don't blame you.
We had people from 13 states, warm states, that came to Fargo for the event. So because there was so much interest, we actually make it a 2-day event. Oh, so on Friday, we have a very patient-focused, low-key, come in your blue jeans, aortic ed sessions where we have doctors come and survivors talk and mental health professionals to talk about it. And then that's followed by a informal reception and a dinner. Yeah. Then on Saturday, we rock. Yeah. And it's at the Avalon Event Center. So it starts off with a certain ticket. You have a pre-show party. Yep. So we open the doors at 5:30 for people that have that ticket. Okay. Silent auction, just a gathering of people. Really, Rock from the Heart's about community. Right. And that's that time for us to gather and just be together as people, before the concert starts. The very special thing with Gina Schock coming in is she's a heart surgery survivor.
Her too? Wow.
Yeah, they were getting physicals for a Go-Go's tour in 1983. Yeah. And they found she had a hole in her heart.
Oh, no.
So they couldn't go overseas on the tour because they found this. And so she knows what it's like. Yeah. So she comes in and drums with the opening band, which features my husband.
So cool.
So you've got 2 heart surgery survivors, 2 drum sets. Yeah. Drumming on 3 Go-Go songs together.
That's going to be fun.
And if you want to, we got the beat. Yeah. They got the beat.
I love this.
The heartbeat. And it's a powerful testament to what life can be like after a major heart surgery.
It's not the end. It's kind of like what they always say when you get the big C. And I'm like, no. That's not the end. We have advanced. We have done so much, and there's so much more you can do. That's not the end of it. And this is what we're going to learn by being a part of this 2-day event here. I want to talk about the relationship. How did you connect with Sebastian Bach, the legendary Sebastian Bach of Skid Row? He's going to be headlining the whole night. How did that come together?
Well, we just kind of look at who is of that age that's going to resonate with the people who need to get the message, right? Yeah. We're at 40s, 50s, 60s. Right. We want to target that. Yeah. And we knew that he was doing some things and found out who his agent was and called him. Yeah. And said, hey, you want to do this? And this will be his 3rd time.
That's wonderful.
Us. And he's the first person to say aorta from the stage on the microphone, and he really gets it. Yeah. He's a good guy. Yeah, I know you've heard it all, guys, but you know what? He's a big, giant teddy bear who loves his fans, loves music, and loves Rock from the Heart.
I love this. This is fantastic. There is so much here, and what we've been seeing, too, going around the community here and on social media, we're seeing the big Sebastian Bach head. Tell me how that comes into play here.
One of our first year, one of our radio stations had little Night Ranger heads on sticks, and they were making a great photo op. It's like, hey, we should make those. Yes. So now it's become a thing that we'll come around and visit, iconic places around town. Yeah. We'll probably go to the wood chipper.
Of course.
We've been to our sponsors.
You got to go underneath the Fargo Theater sign over here.
Fargo Theater
That's a big
sign.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah. make sure it's not windy.
Yes.
But so go back to 2 years ago when Sebastian was in Fargo.
Yeah.
He actually came a day early, and we call that the night Sebastian came to dinner.
Yeah.
He actually joined our group for the Friday night dinner, and we had the giant head there.
Yeah.
And he saw it, and he's like, people have always told me that I got a big head, but this is ridiculous.
I was waiting for the joke there because I'm sure he gets that all the time. Big head. Now you really do have a big head.
Right.
That's fantastic. Well, it goes to show you where his heart's at, though.
Yes.
He's coming all the way here to be a part of a big fundraising concert for a good cause, Rock from the Heart. And again, this is a 2-day event. There's a lot of info here, and we're going to get that out to everybody. But if somebody wants to go on social media, where can they find that?
The easiest place is go right to our website, rockfromtheheart.org.
Yeah.
That's O-R-G. And you'll see an event details page that has all the information on that. We're also very active on Facebook. Just look for Rock from the Heart.
Sure.
We're Instagram. We're on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah.
So, but the two best are the Facebook and our website.
Well, we're going to get you that information on our page as well, because we want to make sure you get all the details and you get your tickets. And who knows, maybe we're even going to connect over here with Rock from the Heart, and maybe we'll have some ticket giveaways coming up here too in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, we got to get this worked out. I want to talk to Gina. I want to talk to her about her story, how she's getting involved, and when she came to Fargo last time. What does she remember? Because she's coming back, so it's going to be good to see her as well. She's got a great story.
Yeah, yep. This will be Gina's second year coming to Fargo. She was also with us in St. Paul in February.
Fantastic.
So she really has resonated with the cause as well, and wants to be a part of this great event in this great community.
Well, I tell you what, thank you for including this community, because we love what you're doing here. Rock from the Heart, it's getting bigger and bigger every year, and what a great cause as well. We're going to get you all the details. We're going to have some tickets on the way for you as well. Make sure you mark your calendars. It's going to be Friday and Saturday coming up here the beginning of May at the Avalon Event Center. Get some education. Get to know some survivors, get the story behind all this, and then come on out the next night and let's have some fun and let's rock from the heart over there at the Avalon Event Center. We're going to get you the details at this side of country, and thank you so much for reaching out, connecting with us, making a part of this. We're looking forward to really packing the house for you.
All right. Thanks for having us here, Travis. It's a wonderful drink.
I got to get a picture with that Sebastian Bach head before you leave.
Oh, yes, we will.
All right.